You don't want kids?
No.
I want kids because he wants kids. So.
But you don't want kids.
I don't. I will do it because I love him. Shit's on camera, dude.
Are you currently seeing somebody?
No.
You know?
I'm seeing a few people.
Do you
My
think?
parents don't see this.
We'll tag him.
Guys always think there's something better. Like when they find something, they always think that there's something better out there.
That's a good thing.
Because of social media and the access to social media, that they don't really think just because there's something better doesn't mean that you're going to get it.
What's your favorite physical feature of your own?
You guys my ass.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't want kids.
How old are you if you don't mind me
I'm
asking?
31.
What made you say, you know what, kids, not for me?
I don't think everyone needs to have kids. I think it's like a societal thing that's like not necessary.
I feel the pressure because I'm married.
Ah, you
She
don't.
doesn't want kids either, and she's married.
How long
I've
have-
been married for 8 years.
You've been married for 8 years?
Yeah.
Are there kids on the horizon? How old are you if you don't mind me asking? There's no
Why do
kids.
we gotta do that? How old am I? How old do I look?
I don't want to presume.
I'm 37.
Would you want kids? Is that something that's on the
I
horizon?
want kids because he wants kids. So.
But you don't want kids.
I don't. I will do it because I love him.
Really? You feel like having kids will be?
Shit's on camera, dude.
That's true. Oh my. Do you feel like kids will be too much of a sac? Because there's one thing is small sacrifices, but kids is a big one.
I guess I care about how my body looks and all of that, and that is like destruction on all whatever.
True.
But it's not against the kid; it's the process. Of
But you could
getting
have
to that.
you could have like a surrogate.
Yeah, I'm Middle Eastern.
Okay,
parents don't play that.
yeah.
That is not even gonna work.
Where are you from?
I'm Egyptian. That I'm gonna get slapped. No.
And would you guys consider having one kid? I guess the bare minimum,
It's
or
basically the one and done.
Okay,
If that happens, I
it's,
don't think I'm gonna do this more than once. It's one.
okay,
If
how?
it's twins, that's great. 2 at a time.
Yeah, get it out of the way. Is there a time frame in terms of like, do you want to get married? Is there something that needs to happen?
I do want to get married, but I also don't want to pressure myself to get married. I
Right.
think what a lot of women do is they pressure themselves and they time box themselves. Like they're like, oh, I have to have kids before 40. I mean, there's treatments like IVF, you can adopt. Like it's
True,
not like
true,
an
true.
end all be all. You want to focus on your career first. That should be okay, and no one should ever think that you can't do that.
Do you feel like it's possible to swing both for a woman a career and working, like in terms of working and
Yes.
having kids?
Yes, I do.
How would that look like though? Like raising children, being a housewife, being a mother, being
But
a...
why does the woman have to be the housewife? Why does the woman have to be the person who's domesticated, I guess?
No, I feel like in a healthy relationship, it will be both parties who are responsible for taking care of the house that they
that's
live in,
true.
right?
But it could just be the man who does it. I mean, or you could have a nanny, or you could, you know, maybe your parents are helping you. I just think that, you know, I always had my family around me when I was growing up, and
Right.
I would want my kids to be around the same thing.
Right. So you feel like it's more of like a
It
contributional.
takes a village, I guess.
Yeah, to raise a kid. Are you currently seeing somebody?
No.
You know?
I'm seeing a few people.
I respect the honesty. Do you feel like that's something you have to disclose at the beginning?
Yeah. I know, right?
If you don't, yeah, we'll cut it off.
On the low.
We'll cut it out. We'll cut it up. No, post it. Post it. Post it.
Cut that out.
Do you disclose like, hey, listen, not having kids is something that I'm
Yeah.
passionate
I
about?
think everyone thinks they'll change their, like I'll change my mind eventually.
Do you feel like that's something that might happen to you, or you feel like, you know, fuck it, I'm 31 already. Why would I change my mind now at this point?
I've never wanted kids, and at this age, like, I don't think I ever plan to have kids.
Do you want to get married?
Yeah, I want to get married and find someone to spend the rest of my life with.
I love it. Okay, so
But weddings specifically, I don't think I'm like all gung ho for a wedding. I think it's just like outdated, like to spend so much money on this like crazy elaborate one-day event. I would love to like spend like a week with like my close friends and like my significant other like overseas instead, and like have a beautiful dress and like take great photos, and that's it.
So one of the questions that we had, if when married, whose last name should the wife take?
His.
His last name.
Yeah, I don't think it matters.
Okay. Children, same thing, I would presume.
Sure.
Okay. What's your favorite physical feature of your own?
You guys my ass.
Oh my god. Let me ask you this. If you had to change one thing about yourself, what would you pick?
I am not very patient.
Okay.
Maybe patient. I have zero tolerance for
Right.
literally anything. Like
Okay.
if I don't like it, I don't want it. It's done. Maybe I should take it easy a little bit. and
Slow
be
down a little
nicer.
bit.
Yeah.
The culture in Egypt versus U.S. culture when it comes to maybe dating. Do you see like a stark difference?
Respect. Like we have major respect in the Middle East.
Right.
Like here, I feel like it's like so easy. Like just like for example, I only dated 3 guys before I got married. It's not
Really?
about, like I don't like that whole
The whole
every
process.
night because of something
Yeah,
different.
yeah,
So
yeah.
completely different, but that's how I am.
What's your favorite memory with your dad? If you have.
We have a beach house in North Coast Egypt that we always used to go to, and he used to always take me on the back of the jet ski, and like he just
Okay.
like got we're 4 kids, each one of us won, and it was like the best time ever.
How was your relationship with your parents growing up? Can you remember something that
They were
like
just super strict.
they were
So
straight
they
like
tracked my phone, they tracked my car. I was not allowed to date. I was not allowed to do anything. So it was kind of hard, but I actually respect them more for doing that to me because I am who I am because of that.
Do you feel like if you were to become a parent, you would kind of emulate the same type of
I
parenting
think
style?
I'm going to be a little bit more open
Okay.
with my kids because what that made me do is lie to them, try
Yeah.
to sneak out of the window. That
Right,
didn't work
right.
out. So yeah, just like a little bit more, I guess, understanding what they're going through so they don't have to lie.
Do
Hope
you
my parents
think-
don't see this.
We'll tag them. How long do you think people should wait before having kids?
At least a few years.
A few
After
years?
marriage.
After
If they're
marriage.
married, I think
Marriage first?
marriage first.
Give yourself some time to spend with your partner, with your
Yeah.
spouse, significant other.
Exactly. So
Okay.
you know, there's no return. You can't give that shit back.
That's
so
what I'm
better-
s- that's
better
what
be
I'm
sure
saying.
that's the one.
Who do you think should pay on the first
Guy,
date?
again, a Middle Eastern.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
don't play that. Like,
And what
I
about
don't
not-
think I've ever paid for anything, and if I tried, it was disrespect.
Okay, yeah. The effort, like, let me pull out the
Like,
credit
no,
card.
not even. It's like disrespectful to them. So
Okay.
it's like kind of like insulting.
But the
them in
person
a
you,
little bit.
but the person you're dating is he Middle Eastern too, or maybe?
Turkish. So I'm actually like half and he's full. So yes.
Have you ever dated an American person or never? Okay, then that obviously is.
Never have, never will.
What are some core values you would want to teach your children?
The value of respect and hard work.
Okay.
And I think there's some people like in not stealing or cheating. Like I feel like a lot of people nowadays are like, oh, like it's inspiration if I copy someone's ideas or do something. And I really feel like with my kids, like I want to like instill them like trying to think outside of the box and be more creative. You
Right.
can be creative with anything. You can be creative with, I don't know, building a PowerPoint. You can be creative with building an Excel sheet.
Sure.
Like, you know, it just be different. Like, just try to think different. Because I feel like that helps develop your brain more.
Awesome. How many kids would you want if it was up to you?
2 to 4. I don't know.
That's-
I'm one of 5 kids, so
Okay.
I want like. I feel like it's better for your kids to have more.
To have like
siblings.
people to interact with and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Are you currently seeing anybody or?
I'm kind of seeing someone. Yeah.
Okay, kind of.
It's not awkward, like,
That's it.
I'm on social media, do I say it or not?
What would you do with $1 million?
What would I do?
Let's say you won the
would
lottery right now.
invest part of it and then start a business.
Wow.
I want to start my own clothing brand, but
Okay.
like an athleisure type of brand.
And do you need $1 million to start that?
No, you don't. But it'd
Then
be
what's
nice to
stopping
have
you?
it.
So what's stopping you from starting?
I started working on it.
So we don't need $1 million to do
You
this.
don't, but it would help.
Oh, $1 million would help anybody.
I think investing your money, you can double it versus like spending it on things. I would like to learn how to invest more. I don't really know how to do that properly, but I think I could learn. I think.
Is there a set of non-negotiables that you have when it comes to dating where you say,
Lying and then not wanting kids. I think if they don't want kids, it's like one of those things where it probably wouldn't work out. People don't really ever change their mind.
True.
And so it's just one of those things where I don't think, and if they don't want that or if they feel like they're not ready for that, it's good to be honest about it.
you see a lot of men doing when it comes to dating that it's like a turn off or that feels like you wish like a lot of men would stop doing
I feel like
in the dating market?
there's 2 things that I can't stand. When men get competitive with you and they try to be like, oh, like I'll play you in like basketball or something and I'll win. I'm like, But why would you want to be that way? Like, I don't understand when guys do that. Why come at things with being competitive first? And guys always think there's something better. Like, when they find something, they always think that there's something better out there.
That's a good thing.
Because of social media and the access to social media, that they don't really think just because there's something better doesn't mean that you're going to get it, and vice versa. Like, it doesn't mean it's better. It just looks better on the outside.
But also the grass isn't always greener on the
Exactly.
other side.
Do you think that social media creates issues in relationships because of that kind of expectation?
I think the person creates the issues. I don't think social media does. I think social media is a good and a bad thing. I think it just depends on the person
Okay.
and their mentality on how they deal with things. If someone is going to answer or someone going to talk to other girls, they're going to talk to other girls regardless of social media. It doesn't matter. Either they have or they don't. If anything, you should probably be more cautious with people who don't have social media or say they don't have social media than people who say they don't, because I've had friends where guys have said they don't and they definitely do.
When it comes to, let's say you're seeing somebody, is it inappropriate for a guy to be liking other girls' pictures?
I don't really think it's that weird. I don't know if I would even notice, to be honest, but I can see the argument why it's an issue. I think it just depends on the situation.
Okay.
If the guy is like liking, if it's just one random picture like Britney Spears, am I gonna be no?
Yeah.
But I can see if it's like a random girl